If you enjoy watching Common Ground online, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution at lptv.org. Common Ground is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota. Hi, I'm Rachel Johnson, and thanks for joining us. On Common Ground, we strive to bring you the best of North Central Minnesota's arts, cultural heritage, and history abundant throughout our region. In tonight's episode of Common Ground, volunteers live and work alongside people with disabilities at the Camphill Village Bio-Dynamic Farm. We look into the relationships and hard work that give back to the land and heart.
My name is Bill Briggs. I live here at Camphill Village. We're halfway between Long Prairie and Sauk Center in central Minnesota. Camphill Village, it's a vocational and residential community for people with developmental disabilities. And it's been here 32 years. And some of the main things that we do together are we farm and garden. We have workshops like a bakery and a weaving shop and a card shop, but mainly doing things together. Kind of in our houses that we live together. It's more like an extended family. People come from all over to be part of the community. Some people are from Europe and some people are from just down the road. We're part of an international organization, and Camphill was started in 1940. People escaping from Nazi terror in Germany and Austria were able to settle in Scotland, and a pediatrician, Dr. Karl Koenig, and some of his younger colleagues started the first community for children with disabilities. And Dr. Koenig, he studied and was influenced tremendously by Rudolf Steiner. And Steiner's famous in America for starting a number of Waldorf schools that follow his philosophy and way of education. And so this view of looking at the human being really emanates from Middle Europe, from Rudolf Steiner, Dr. Karl Koenig. And I would say one of the basic tenets of that is every human being, every person is totally whole in a spiritual kind of way, that they're not damaged in that, and their relationship to the divine, to God, is meaningful, is not damaged, is whole. And it's to try to work out of that respect for the integrity of each person, whether they come with a label of disability or not. So that's a main function of working out of anthroposophy. And so you could really say we are a spiritual community in that way, though it's not a religion. It's non-denominational. People come as good Catholics and Protestants and Buddhists, whoever they might be, but it's more of a spiritual path, and part of it is also trying to work on oneself, inner development as a staff person.
My name is Angela Mccauley, and I've lived here at Camphill Village for 19 years, and I've been the farm manager and land manager. I live in a home with people with special needs and other friends. I help with the community work, a little bit in the administrative area, kind of everything. Camphill Village is an intentional community of about 50 people, and also a biodynamic farm of about 510 acres that's also home to a herd of cows, where we all strive for renewing the countryside in a cultural way, an agricultural way, and also a spiritual way.
I'm Joey Carter, and I'm a co-worker here at Camphill Village of Minnesota. It's a village of people with and without special needs, and it's one of about 50 worldwide. And there are 8 here in North America. Camphill Village of Minnesota is considered a life-sharing community, and what that means is we all work here and we live here and we celebrate here. Almost every aspect of our lives takes place sharing the situations with everyone else here. Birthdays are always a big deal. There have been people that got married that were workers here in Camphill, and many people raised their families in Camphill. Right now we have 2 families with small children living in houses, and along with our friends with special needs.
I am Stephanie Pothen, and I do farming, bakery, weavery, and the garden, harvesting vegetables. My favorite thing to do here at Camphill is farming. We grow carrots and potatoes and tomatoes and cabbage and parsnips and lettuce and cherry tomatoes and squash and watermelon and muskmelon, cantaloupe.
At the Camphill Village, I enjoy nature and music and helping others. I used to go to work in the Kentucky Fried Chicken. I used to work and school, found me a job for that, and I like it so much. And I got paid, and I'm capable of doing things like that. That's my childhood. My favorite job is here. Actually, it's steak crew this morning. My favorite job is steak crew with Mccauley and David Tack and myself, mowing the lawn.
I'm in front of a farmhouse, and my name is Sarah Durkee. My mom got me a thought about Camphill because I really get an experience of living here. And everything's great here, but I really like in country. My favorite thing is in the garden because plus get tomatoes off the vines, and I like that job.
One of the things we try to overcome is the label stuff too. And it is the best when visitors come and it's like, you know, I really don't know in your group who was the people who have disabilities. And I was like, hey man, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? That shows the relationships that sometimes can come. Someone that comes for a short stay or just a couple of hours might not perceive it, but the people in our community, how they hold each other, how they support each other. And at times, this thing of whether it's somebody as a resident with disabilities or a staff member, you don't know anymore. And that's beautiful. You don't know. The disabilities have fallen away. You know, I can think of occasions where someone's lost a family member or a close friend, and they're trying to deal with that pain. And their friends, some with disabilities, some with not, they gather around, and the support, the human warmth that's come back to that person in their time of need, it's been fantastic. And these are some of those people you would say, well, that's a person with disabilities. The emotional maturity is really phenomenal.
I think working outdoors and working with nature is helpful to anyone. So really for all of us, it's therapeutic, it's health-giving. One of the things about living here is we really strive for real equality together. We all have very special needs and we all have very special gifts, no matter what our classification is that we've been given by other people. So the land work, I really feel we do together. We care for the land together and we care for each other together to the greatest extent of our abilities. And everyone has something to give to a farm and to a landscape. That's the wonderful thing about that work. You can be incredibly intelligent, you can be a great mechanic, you can be a great manure shoveler, you can love trees, and all those things are very helpful you know, on a farm. And so everybody has a place.
One of the things from the beginning in the community that was established here is that everyone has a contribution to make, no matter what that might be. And it's the beauty, those who know farm or rural life in central Minnesota, it's been for generations. There's a meaningful contribution that someone can make. It used to be the smaller children to the old grandpa and grandma. They all had a job to do. So here in our community, whether it's out on the farm or in the weaving shop, there's some job that's meaningful that people can make their contribution. And the way we're also set up with the staff members, there's just only a couple of people who are paid staff. The rest are volunteers. So people have come here not for a wage, not for the salary, but to contribute because they find this as a meaningful kind of life. And so the people with disabilities, the staff members, everyone's contributing fully in a meaningful kind of way. And it's not tallied up. Well, how much did you produce today? But that you made your contribution, and that's accepted and it's valued.
Our living and working are very intertwined. And agricultural life is, life that doesn't fall between the bounds of 9 o'clock in the morning and 5 p.m. And neither does family life. And here since we live as extended family, we have that relationship with each other that we're always available to one another.
When I first came to Camphill, I ended up feeling kind of silly because I noticed I needed a bike. And so I had them send out a note saying that I'm interested in buying a bike from somebody else here. To which I got a very confused response from everyone else. And they're like, well, we have tons of bikes everywhere that you can just use. And you don't, there's very little concern of currency here. There's no exchanging of money, but you have a social duty. I shovel the driveways and so that someone else can not shovel the driveways and cook a meal. And so there's just this social exchange that doesn't involve money at all. One of the most amazing things I've found here is the separation from money. We get everything we really need taken care of either by our own means or by the means of other people and their talents here, and not from purchasing things. Of course, we get a little bit of money to go out and have fun, and we're not completely cut off from the rest of the world here. Like, we still go out and see movies and go out and have dinner at restaurants and buy little gadgets if we want. But for the most part in our daily life, money isn't as much of a concern. Like, I haven't even had to pay a bill since being here, and that's the case with pretty much everybody, I believe, unless you're one of the administrative people dealing with paying bills. So nothing's free, but at least we don't have to deal with it in our daily lives.
We do our best here to live by the philosophy of giving what you can and then receiving what you need. And so in that equality, we recognize that on a quantitative level and also on a qualitative level, that might be very different. My needs might be very different than another's needs. What I have to give may be very different than another, but it's having the faith or cultivating the faith and the trust that if everyone is doing that, they're giving what they can and they're asking for what they need, that there will be enough.
Yeah, I think it's a remarkable kind of joy that it gives everybody to know that what they can do, it's meaningful, it's appreciated, and it's not the quantity, but it's the quality of their contribution. And somebody, their contribution can be their social gift to the group, because maybe their limbs aren't so facile and can't do much, but their heart and their sense of humor and their communication with other people is just a gift.
We produce almost every kind of vegetable you can imagine, and we try to grow enough vegetables for the summer and the winter. And so we do a lot of processing, canning, freezing, drying of food. So lots of vegetables. We also have a herd of beef cattle that provide us with meat for the whole year. We have chickens for eggs and oftentimes for meat. We have some dairy cows, so we produce the milk that we need, or they produce the milk that we need.
I grow everything in the garden. Green beans, purple beans, red and green peppers and tomatoes. I like quite a lot. All the things from the garden is really tasty and good.
We have 550 acres here, and a lot of it is farmland and garden land. And amongst the varying talents we have with the people here, agriculture is one of them. And some people are very, very knowledgeable in that here. And we grow a lot of the farm for both our animals and for us to eat. We grow what's called biodynamic agriculture. It's a step above organic in that it's both a philosophy and a way of farming that it uses the natural processes of the land to actually facilitate agriculture. So hence biodynamic. We all participate in planting and weeding and gardening in general, and so we plant in the spring and sometimes in the winter if it's our greenhouse, and everyone's involved. And as the year goes on, we start harvesting, and everyone harvests with us, and we end up having them on our plates, you know, not too long after that. And it's just a wonderful feeling that you helped produce these things that everyone is now enjoying. And the produce we grow here is just top notch. It's fantastic, and it would be very expensive if we were to buy it, that's for sure. We also have the facilities to process them and preserve them for the whole winter. So we don't just eat this wonderful food that we grew throughout the harvesting season. We're able to eat them year-round. And so we can freeze things and can things, and we have a whole bunch of crews that do that just by themselves in processing the food. We do definitely sell our meat. We at one time did sell some of our fermented things like pickles and sauerkraut, which we make in the winter. But we do get orders of meat pulled in. We sell turkeys around Thanksgiving, and they usually sell really well because they're these big, fat, organic turkeys. A lot of times we'll ship out our produce to co-ops and things throughout Minnesota. And one of the more popular things is our cookies. We have a fantastic bakery here run by fantastic people.
I invented a new recipe for cookies. They're called stuffed mint cookies, and they're really good. They taste really minty and really, really sweet. What's in them is white chocolate chips, mint extract, and those little mint mints thingies, and I think it's cocoa.
The offering of art classes. So to be able to draw, to get instruction in that, to paint, to work with some clay, to be in a play, to do some music, and then to see that person grow in that, and to be able to bring a song or a performance to everyone, and to give that gift away, sometimes by oneself, but more often in a group. It's a terrific kind of thing, and really builds up that sense, and rightfully so, of their accomplishments.
Creativity is a really big part of daily life here in Camphill. In fact, to the point where it's even work crews. We have whole work crews that all it is painting, or we have a bell choir in the winter, which is fantastic. And you know, they kind of go around spreading joy. They sing and bring their bells with them to different work groups. And around Christmas, they even sing carols to the livestock. It's really, really very sweet, and it's wonderful for everyone to be involved in. But yeah, it's actually a big part of the ideals of Camphill is art. It's heavily encouraged to be pursuing an artistic talent, playing an instrument, playing, even we do acting sometimes. We put on plays several times a year. We have a lot of painting workshops, and a lot of people's work ends up in a little art gallery here, and it's shown to the community on whenever they visit or on big open days that we have. And it's not only a source of great pride, but it is just healing for a lot of people. A lot of people find a lot of self-esteem, and a lot of people here that follow kind of the creative therapies that we have here, and find it helpful for their self-esteem and for how they view themselves and the work they're able to produce. You know, we don't always have art even as a therapy here, and it's certainly not thought of as therapy. It's just something people are allowed to explore and facilitated by the community.
We have open day in September, which is on a Sunday, which is the 9th, and that's when everybody out of the community and in the community can come and listen to live music, buy homemade things. There's lunch, there's hay rides, there's tours, and there's house tours, and they get to do a lot of fun things.
Wow, thank you for the dancing. Thank you very much. That was nice.
When things go well and we're able to see each person and all the potential and the things that they can do and make opportunities for those to happen, it's just a fantastic experience.
I play a harmonica. I don't read music. I don't write songs. I just play. That's all I do. I have one. It's in my pocket all the time.
You want to kind of give us a preview of what you're going to play on Sunday?
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool.
Let's hear it.
Thank you.
Some people see us as a kind of utopia. Oh, it's so quiet there, it's so peaceful. And we're not perfect. We continually make mistakes, fall down. But the good thing is that we get up and we try again. We say a sharp word. We don't include somebody, and it's recognized. And the attempt is to do better the next day. But we shouldn't mistake that we have it all right. It's just like if you go into any family, and we live in these extended families, we're not perfect. But it's the attempt to be a true family and to include. And that's maybe unusual, is that there's such a strong effort at being together and to including people.
I think everyone that's ever come to live at a Camphill Village has felt like a better person when they leave. I consistently hear people say, I've grown so much, I've learned so much. I think that's the biggest thing. You get to know yourself much better. You are given lots of opportunities to change for the better, and you form very genuine and deep relationships with other people because it's such a close living and working life.
I really want people to know that it's a wonderful place to live and make friends and do activities outdoors and just being out in nature.
I like the farmhouse. It's really cool. And like Camphill this is my real home here. And I meant no place like it.
I would say Camphill is a place where you come and you are able to learn more about life than you might have elsewise learned in, say, a different job, like working at a desk, for example. You learn how the world really works and how you really are. You learn a lot about everyone else in ways that you may never have learned in a situation where you're not always working with them and always living with them. And you get to learn yourself in the reflections of their behaviors. And in that sense, it's an immense growing experience, both socially and just in maturity.
To join Camphill, or to find out, if this is the kind of place that is for an individual, the best thing is to actually come out and see the place. Because often descriptions, or even talking over the phone, it's like, it's kind of hard to understand what it is exactly. But when you come and you have a meal in one of our houses, and you join in the conversation, you see the kind of food that people have produced, the kind of pride that's there for, oh, yeah, I helped harvest those tomatoes. Oh, I helped plant those tomatoes. Oh, the cow got out today. I had to go chasing after that cow. You can see the expressions on people's faces. It's real. It's real, and it's hard to express that over the phone or through different elements of communication. But yeah, it's to contact us, and the best thing is to come out and visit. That's really the best. There's a couple ways. One is to phone the office up and leave a message if we're not there, or talk to someone. That's 320-732-6365. There's also the website, www.camphillvillage-minnesota.org, and that gives you all the good information there too.
Thanks for joining us on Common Ground. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next week. If you have a segment idea for Common Ground pertaining to North Central Minnesota, contact us at legacy@lptv.org or call us at 218-333-3022. If you enjoyed this episode of Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground, consider making a contribution at lptv.org.